In a world where two hefty fellas talk about movies, they'll let you know what to watch and what not to watch. Welcome to Wideside Cinema.
Welcome into Wideside Cinema for the first time in, a fucking month, maybe. We've been off a little bit. It's very difficult to do this show when no movies come out.
Yeah.
And you're basically just waiting on Netflix and them to release something, of which
they haven't
don't do very often.
No, they have not.
Yeah, so we can talk about the finale of The Boys, because we never really covered that.
Yeah.
But I want to start it out on a sad note.
Okay.
That according to the creator, producer, / showrunner,
Yes.
that it seems like Mindhunter will not be back for the third season.
Mindhunter?
Yeah, from Netflix.
Oh.
The serial killer FBI thing.
Yeah. I did watch that. Not a third season of
They
that?
don't think it's coming back.
Huh.
He said it for the amount of eyeballs it was getting, it was probably cost too much money to make, so he didn't think it'll be back.
No, I liked that show.
I did too.
You're the one who got me interested in it. Yeah.
Super
That was
good show.
good.
I listened to all the books about killing.
Yeah. But it was just interesting
Yeah.
of all the serial.
Super interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's so expensive to make,
It
but
can't
I don't.
be.
I mean,
Because it's
mostly in office buildings for fuck's sake. I mean,
yeah, it's not like you're jumping
you can
off.
write it differently to make it cheaper. I mean,
And you don't have to have that same guy, because the only thing that guy has ever done is be the voice in those Frozen movies.
yeah.
That's it. I mean,
But then, you have this through line with the whole thing of the BTK, and it ends with him choking himself in a bathroom, jerking off, in a hotel.
yeah.
And that's just how you're going to end it. You're just going to leave it that
Leave
way.
it that way, huh?
He says, I don't know, maybe in a couple years or so there'll be a season 3. It's like, well, it seems like the actors are going to get other jobs.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know,
Mm-hmm.
I just hate when they do that way.
I know.
Obviously, they canceled Glow,
Yeah.
which, the way that last season ended, it was okay to end that, because I was kind of done with it anyways.
Me too.
Midway through the whole Las Vegas thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm kind of
I was just getting
Kinda out on this.
I was just waiting to see some of the boobs that I hadn't seen yet, and then I was kind of out.
Yeah.
That sounds bad, but that's what I was
the way it
waiting
was.
on. That's the way I was working on.
then now they're making it out to be like they'd sent a letter that the minority girls wanted a bigger say-so in how their characters were portrayed, and then they got canceled. It's like, I don't think that was it.
No. You didn't
I think
really...
the fact that the story itself was getting kind of shitty, and a pandemic hit, because it had already been renewed.
And the fact that you can only do wrestling for so long
before
it's just over with.
Yeah.
A wrestling TV show is just...
Well, the second half of your last season...
was barely any wrestling.
There's barely any wrestling, and you did a montage of how boring it was.
Exactly.
Is exactly what you did.
The lady, Allison Brie, taking off the makeup within 20 weeks or whatever.
Yeah. It's like, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
So, that was okay. Which that's a Netflix thing, anyways. If you make it 3 or 4 seasons at Netflix, you're doing very well.
Yeah,
because they cancel shit so they can make bad shit.
Yeah, say worse shit. Yeah, but that was one show that I was just like, you know what? I read some reviews on it, and it said it was funny, and then I played it, and I'm like, yeah, that show is funny.
Yeah,
it was. It was funny to me.
And once Mark Maron started being less a part of it,
I was like,
all right.
It's not as
and when
funny
they
now.
started doing the love interest thing, I hate when they do that.
I know it. Just let him be a fucking prick.
Just let him be
him.
Why do they need to be in love?
Yeah, they don't need to be, because he's at least 15 to 20 years older than Allison Brie.
Doesn't make any sense.
No. Yeah.
But they always have to do it. They always fall into the same traps with every goddamn story of, nope, got to do this. Got to do it, because there's a male and a female lead here, and if they're not in love, then what are we doing?
Yeah. No, you don't have to do that.
Well, they could just be like normal life.
Exactly. Exactly. You work with people all the time that you don't have to have in love with. Yeah.
Yeah. It just happens.
Yes.
I mean, I never have. Most of the women are in love with me that I work around, but it's just the way it goes.
Yeah. I can say the complete opposite. Where I work, there's nobody in love with anybody. Everybody bitches about everybody.
I can't wait to quit this job. It's one of my favorite lines on Waiting.
Yeah.
When they're doing that in the back, he goes, yeah, God, I can't wait to quit this job. Which there's one with him, Dane Cook. I don't even know why I watched it, but I watched Employee of the Month.
Oh, yeah.
And and I'd completely it's been so long since I'd seen it
Mm-hmm.
that I'd completely forgot about the part that I think's the funniest is when they're at the party and he shoots the party popper and he just goes, "What the fuck?" I
'Cause he can't see it.
I completely forgot
Yeah.
about that line, and it got me off guard again. I laughed my ass off. What the fuck?
And Andy Dick. The one that gets me is the glasses in an hour. No, is this glasses in an hour? It's glasses in about an hour.
Yeah.
Well, when will my glasses be ready? In about an hour.
About an hour.
Cracks me up every time.
The
Every
funny thing
time.
is, like, he is so funny in most of the shit he does. If he could just not go off the deep end,
Yes.
it'd be like,
Mhm.
you know,
Better.
I mean, because he just too far,
Too far. Yeah.
too far, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like him in News Radio, awesome.
Mm.
Which you probably never seen News
No.
Radio. Good show.
Well,
Where Joe Rogan made his bones.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah. No, I never saw that.
but yeah, that was and then I watched. I just was on some old school movies that came back in. I watched Unstoppable.
Okay.
Denzel Washington. I
Yeah.
like that show.
Good one.
We both have a friend that used to work for trains. He hates that show because it's just so unrealistic. And actually,
Yeah.
so I read into the actual thing that it's based on
Yeah.
of like, now granted, I'm not an engineer,
Mhm.
so I don't really know how trains work,
Yeah.
but as an outsider looking in and reading the CSX story of the actual train, because it happened in Ohio.
Yeah.
Kind of accurate how they did it though,
Yeah.
because it was moving it in the train yard.
Mm-hmm.
Did this, didn't hook on the air brakes, it got away, it was
Mhm.
going 55 mile an hour. They slowed it down, got somebody on, stopped it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it,
They had to
kind of what happened.
They had to make it movie-esque.
yeah, had to make a movie-esque.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was
I really, in the month of October, my family has a very big history of Halloween.
yeah.
And so even when I can remember being like 5, we sit down at least once a weekend and we watch a scary movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just what we did at the Evans household. And so I really bought into the Halloween, the horror movie so far this month. Watched a lot of them.
Really?
I'm a huge Scream fan.
Yep.
And they're not good, but
No.
I'm a huge Scream fan. I watched all 4 of them. And they're coming out with a 5th one in a couple years.
I
mean,
think everybody's coming back for.
yeah. I love them. I do. I don't know why. I watched the old Halloweens that are good. The 80s, the first 2.
Yeah.
The first 2. I love those ones. Those are actually my favorite. But I watched a new one that had just came out last year. It's not a slasher. It's not anything. It's called Hereditary. Have you heard of it?
Oh yeah. I haven't seen it. I've heard of it.
That might be one of the scariest movies I've ever watched.
I've heard everybody say that. That it's like, well, you watch it once.
Yeah, I don't want to watch it. I felt, and I finished it at work.
There you go.
I don't want to watch that movie again. Like
I've heard, I couldn't even tell you what the story is about, but I've heard people watch that and go, it just,
nope,
yeah,
not doing it again. And not that like I was like fearful of my life or anything like
Right.
that, but it made me so uncomfortable that I have no interest. Like I'll tell you what it's about if somebody asks, but I have no interest in even watching it one more time. It's
that's a sign of a good scary movie. Then.
It is. It really is. It just makes you. There's nothing that jumps out and tries to scare you like that. There's nothing that. There's some fast scenes that happen to kind of make you
Right.
shit, kind of one of those things. But what do I want to say? The essence behind it and the storyline, the basis of it. Yeah, I'm good. I'm really okay with it. That I don't want to watch this movie again.
That's because I'm not. I feel like most scary movies anymore, it's all jump scare stuff, which bothers the shit out of me
Me too.
because it seems lazy.
It is lazy.
Like you didn't. Oh, you're just gonna have somebody jump from out behind a door and everybody's going, oh,
yeah,
like,
exactly.
see, we scared them.
No,
you startled them.
You startled them. Yes.
But I always rank it as. And the weird thing is watching it as an adult, it is not.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The scariest movie I ever seen was The Exorcist.
Yeah.
Because I was like fucking 12
Yeah, exactly.
or 10 or whatever when I watched it with one of my buddy's sisters was older and she was watching. Yeah, you kids can watch this.
Okay.
Dude, I didn't fucking sleep. I'm like, am I going to get possessed? I mean, it's that thought of And then you watch it as an adult and go,
Yeah.
it's an okay movie.
Yeah. Well,
You
that's, I mean, the first scary movie I watched from start to finish was the first Halloween.
Yeah.
I mean, Michael Myers, all that
Right.
stuff. And I'm like, that's scary.
Yeah.
You have nightmares about that guy chasing you.
Yeah.
But this one, I'm an adult now. I don't have nightmares,
Right.
You know what I mean? But this one it made your skin crawl to where you're just like, no, I don't want to watch that. I just.
And I think that's why some of the remakes just flop the way they do. In the same way with the Freddy Krueger stuff, when they tried to reboot that, 10 years ago or whatever?
No. Yeah, maybe it was 10
Something
years
like that.
now. Yeah.
I mean, it's been
a long
bit.
time. Yeah. Realize that.
Is like when those movies came out, because again, that's 80s. I'm a youngster at that point in time.
I watched that movie when I was a youngster too, but not in the 80s.
But it was like, yeah, I'm not going to bed.
Yeah.
This guy's, if I have a dream, this guy's going to fucking kill me. And if you die in your sleep,
you die
for real.
People sleep, people for real.
But I love that the fact that at least they thought that out. That the scary thing about this isn't the movie itself. It's it's nighttime and you're in bed now.
Exactly.
Good luck.
Good luck. I watched that. I saved up my allowance because my dad said that it was a very scary movie, and as a kid, you want to watch the scariest movie because you want to be the big badass ever. So me and my sister, we saved up our allowance money. And we bought the first Nightmare on Elm Street. Me, her, and my 2 cousins.
Okay.
We sat down and we watched it with my dad. After the movie's over, he goes, "You guys are sleeping on your own. If you come get me, I'm going to watch you guys break this DVD because I told you not to buy this DVD because you're going to be scared." Okay, we're going to be fine. The 4 of us, we huddled together back to back and were awake the whole night.
Yeah.
We did not let each other fall asleep. The next night, it was time for them to go back to their house.
Right.
I did not sleep that next night. I went and got my dad. Hey, I can't sleep. All right, here we go. He made me go get the DVD and break it in half and throw it away because he goes, "I told you what I was going to make you do." So as a child, that was the scariest movie.
It's just one of those of like, they don't do those movies anymore of like, we're going to
fuck you up after the movie.
Fuck you up after you leave the theater.
Yep.
We're not really concerned about right now as much as we are of later.
That's and that's kind of the way. Yeah, my stepbrother is kind of a pussy, but when we watched The Conjuring and the Annabelle, of that nature of he didn't sleep. I remember staying. He was staying at the house. We were sleeping in the same room, and I was like, "Hey, I'm ready to go to bed." He's like, "Yeah, I'm just going to keep playing video games." He's like, I don't want to go to bed right now. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude.
I'll tell you the one. Now my age obviously was different because I went to the theater and I was I was probably a junior or senior in high school, maybe even just out. I can't remember what year it came out, but it might have been the best marketing ever done for a movie. Was the Blair Witch Project?
Oh yeah,
marketing. I mean, the movie itself is shit.
Oh God, it's awful.
It's terrible.
It's awful.
But the way they made the marketing for it of like these, I think they're film students, weren't they?
Yeah.
They filmed it for nothing, but the way they did the marketing was like that it was a true story, and these are the tapes that we found in the woods from these kids that went missing.
Yeah.
Fucking brilliant. And then you watch the movie, it's like,
this is garbage.
Your climax is a guy standing in the corner? That's it?
That's it.
Okay.
That's all you got?
All right. Well, this isn't...
And the sequel to it was absolutely
it's worse.
Terrible.
But then again, you can't do that now because of the Google.
Oh, yeah.
But back then,
which is why that's
why it worked because, nowadays you'd be like, well, look, if they found tapes of people that were murdered by a fucking witch, like it wouldn't be released in theaters nationwide.
Exactly.
But back then you didn't even fucking think about
it.
That.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. And then they tried to do that with The Strangers.
Yeah.
Telling that this was the true story, or they said based on true events.
Right.
The only thing that was ever true about that movie is there were some people in masks going around knocking on doors.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's kind of like Coen Brothers.
Yeah.
Based on true events.
Yeah.
What back in 1989 there was a Tuesday.
Exactly.
That was
pretty much. Yeah. Yeah. But don't watch it.
No?
No. I mean, if you go ahead if you want to, that way we can talk about it.
I'm not, we can,
But
I will at some point because I'm not a scary movie guy.
I know you're
think
not.
we've had that conversation
many times
my scary movies are like shit that actually fucking happens.
That's why this one's kind of scary.
Is
and
that
also,
it's
that in my mind, that's why this one's kind of scary.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's mine's always like horror movies to me are like the fucking Jeffrey Dahmer story. Like that guy ate people. Like
yeah,
that
for sure.
like that fucking shit happened.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But and then again they just like with The Ring and all that shit. They buy these really scary movies
in Japan
and then they come over here and make them fucking PG-13 and they're just trash.
Yeah. I would like to watch some of those
13 Ghosts was okay.
I didn't mind that one.
I remember. I think I went to the theater and saw that one.
I remember when that came out. It was 99 or something like that.
Yeah,
and that was a big deal.
Yeah.
That's
good. The hot ghost chick.
Yeah,
that was naked.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that was a big deal back in '99.
That's cool. It was cool for me. I was 5.
Yeah.
So,
Hey,
is there a boob?
That's okay.
Yeah, it's got blood on it.
Yeah, I can make it work.
Do all boobs have blood on them?
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm 5. I don't know.
Yeah. It works for me though. Yeah, it's just the push outs of I don't know. They're just all fucking weird.
So the boys.
I don't know why I did that.
I don't know. I have no idea either.
It felt like it needed to be done at the time. And then halfway through it, I immediately regretted it.
I feel like you should have said that after somebody burnt somebody else and zing. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, did you like it?
Yes.
I did too. I know
fucking phenomenal.
Yes. I know a lot of people were kind of like, I like the first season better, which, okay.
Really?
That's
I like the first season, but this was like, oh God!
Yeah, I love how everything is taken too far. That's my favorite part about this show.
The one thing I'd read, obviously the jerk off scene with Homelander, that I think that was already shot, and that was supposed to be in the first season, and Amazon said no.
No, yeah, we're not putting that out there.
It's like, but you like this other shit that's in there that was way worse. Like that was your line.
That was your line was masturbating,
and you only seen his ass.
Exactly.
I mean,
whatever.
Not to mention, a couple episodes before you aired this one, a guy's dick was strangling a guy.
Exactly.
Maybe they said, well, if we let that out there, I guess we should let the masturbation out there.
That's my favorite part was the reaction. Was that his dick?
I was watching, because Amazon did a Inside the Boys where they have them talk about it with Aisha Tyler.
Uh-huh.
And they were basically, that was their favorite scene because the guy that plays Mother's Milk, he read the scene, but he didn't read the notes, like the show notes to go with it.
Yeah.
So Carl Urban and them is like, hey, it's a big day for you, huh? And he's like, what are you talking about? We just have this scene here. And he's like, did you not read the... And he's like, you gotta be fucking kidding. Like the guy's dick is choking. It was a day of... Like he never read that part of it.
That's funny. Yeah, it's funny. I mean, the ending has to be one of my favorite endings to a series to lead into the next season.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
With the head explosion?
Yes, fantastic.
Of like, I didn't fucking see that
coming at all.
No goddamn clue.
No, had no idea that she is a super.
Yeah.
And can make people's just heads explode.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's one of the coolest powers I've ever seen too.
Yeah.
I'm just going to stare at
people's
you.
Heads.
I'm just going to stare at you till your head explodes.
But that was such when the Church of the Collective guy, his head explodes and it's like, fuck, who the fuck is this? And 2 seconds later, it's like, oh my God.
And then fucking, what's his face wants to
Huey?
work, is going to work for.
Look for.
Oh, yeah, is going to work for her now.
Some shit's going on now.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited for season 3 now.
Yeah. And that was the, the last fight scene with Stormfront and all that. I thought that was good.
Where they're at like that under... where the girls come in and beat the piss out of her. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was all awesome.
I honestly thought it was so cool that the Asian chick can't die.
That was all, because for half a second there, I thought she did.
Me too. I was like, oh my God. They just killed her like that fast.
Yeah.
There was no
so basically, she's Wolverine without the claws.
pretty much. Seems like it.
Yeah. That was...
she unsnaps her neck.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
I'm
awesome.
good. That was cool as shit.
Even that, like, just her laughing was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
How they did that.
Uh-huh.
And then, at the end, obviously, if you haven't watched it by now, and I have to say spoiler alert, I mean, I
It's
shouldn't have
fine.
to do that. It's been like
3
a
weeks.
month.
Yeah.
But with the whole Becca thing, figured that was coming.
I did too. I figured it was
it's like she
Homelander
was-
that killed her.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was the son.
I didn't think there was any way she lived
Mm-hmm.
because you can't have her get away and be together with Butcher.
Yeah. You
Because
can't.
you just can't.
No, because Butcher has to be.
He can't be happy.
No.
So you have to keep the story going that way.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured she was going to die.
Yeah.
And then it's probably a good way that they did it. That this, here's a superhero kid that seems like he's going to be like, the second coming of Homelander. And just had we're trying to do the whole thing to where he has a happy childhood and he ends up killing his mother.
Uh-huh.
So we've went ahead and put that story down. I don't know how many seasons we're going to get, but we got this kid back here in the holster.
Exactly.
Just in case.
Just in case. And then goes off to maybe the good people. We don't know because your head exploder that kind of works with them. And
yeah.
Yeah. I liked it. There was different pieces coming together now in this season than the previous season.
How they brought like basically 7 episodes of shit happened, then they just kind of brought it all together
and then,
in an hour.
Yep. And then they spun some shit for the next season. We don't know if Black Noir's alive.
He is.
He is? Okay.
Yeah, I think there was something in the last episode that said that he was.
You know what? You're right. Yeah. I do remember that now. But still, though, I mean, and who knows? We just added another super.
Yep.
We don't know if there's going to be more in the next season.
Still don't know what the head guy, his deal is, because there's something there.
Because he's
something there.
He's got such a cool voice.
Yeah.
That he sounds like a bad guy.
Yeah.
He sounds like
his previous role, he was the meth kingpin.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. And he does something with Star Wars.
Does he?
I think so. I don't know. I don't watch Star Wars. But I know I has something to do with like that one on Disney, the TV show part of it.
I haven't watched it. Like
The Mandalorian or something. I think it had something to do with that too. But I like his voice. I think he sounds like a Bond villain.
But I feel like there's something there with him.
Yeah.
Like there's something we don't know yet.
Yep. Well, I think so too. I think he knows that one chick is a super. I think that could be part of it.
I kind of think he knows everybody that is.
Mm-hmm. And he's just letting it all hang out, come together, piece by piece.
Yeah, that was, but still, that was the biggest, like when I seen that happen, I was like, what the fuck?
Yep.
And that's when you kind of hit your remote to see how much time's left. There's only like 2 minutes left. They're not going to do.
What the fuck? And then she's that chick out there just smiling. Okay.
It's like watching regular TV when you're watching a show. And it's like, there's not enough time for them to wrap. Motherfucker, they're going to make me wait till next week.
The fact that we have no idea what the hell the Deep is doing, and he just got fucked out of everything.
Yeah.
He did all of the shit that they told him to do, and then A-Train gets back on the team.
A-Train gets back in, and he gets kicked out of the church.
Yep.
Which I don't know how many people that guy told because his head exploded not long after.
Exactly.
But the Deep is she's terrible blowjobs. That's like such the thing for him to say.
It is. She's
terrible blowjobs.
You made me marry this girl. She gives terrible blowjobs.
But I will say too with A-Train, the way he gave them the packet, like he just showed up in their beer. They're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
How'd you find us?
It just
ran around and looked for you. It's
that's
pretty
what
easy.
I do. Yeah. How'd you find us? Here's the packet.
Yeah, and then that whole thing when that releases, she's like, "Oh, it's a deep fake. It's not me. I'm not a Nazi."
I'm
like, all right.
Yeah.
And I like the way they messed her up and then just put her in prison.
Yeah.
That she can't come back
because they fucked her up good.
I don't know if she regenerates or not, too, because, Homelander was lasering her tits and she didn't have any scars.
Yeah, exactly. But this guy has fire.
Yeah.
Seems like a harsher laser.
Yeah, it seems like Homelander's son might be stronger than him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something to watch.
Yep.
But Homelander is such a...
egotistical fuck.
Yeah.
You love.
Like, either either you let them go or I'll release this and nobody will
ever love you
again. All right, well, take my kid away then.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
exactly.
such a...
Yeah, nobody will ever love you again.
All right.
Okay. All right.
I don't know how I feel about Maeve.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, she could be a cool character, but it's always so weird.
Yeah.
Because with the Homelander stuff and...
You can tell she doesn't like being a part of the Seven.
Right.
But she is because the money and that, all this stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just... it's so good.
It is.
And then to have to fucking wait.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously watching that Inside the Boys of like the guy, the showrunner, the creator or whatever, already of like, oh yeah, we've already started writing the next season and there's some stuff that's going to happen.
Yeah.
And that's all he said is like,
okay.
And it gets you excited. It's like, well, yeah, I could have figured that because shit just happens in that show.
Exactly.
I mean,
yeah.
And I think it's the weirdest thing is going to be Huey getting the job
and
leaving the boys.
Yeah.
But then whatever has to happen that gets him back in.
Yeah.
Because something has to happen to get him back in.
Oh, yeah. He's got to, he's going to be the first one to figure out that she's the exploder.
Something's not right.
And then goes and tells Mother's Milk and finds Butcher wherever the fuck he's at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I seen all the complaints about... which is obviously it's just a world that we live in right now because everybody has to complain about everything. But they're complaining about that because the Asian lady doesn't talk, so that's racist.
Oh.
And the one black character is in a mask the whole time, and you don't get to see him.
We don't even know if he's black.
No, you don't.
Exactly. We don't know what he is.
The whole point is that nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
You just happen to know that the actor who plays him is.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the actor, I think he came out because I'd listened to him talk. He's like, no, I don't think he should be unmasked or talk really because that's kind of what he is.
Yeah, he's a ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah, he reminds me of like Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe.
Because I think they said the actual comic book wise, they thought they were going to, wondering if they were going to do the Black Noir twist.
Oh, okay.
Which is actually, he is a brother of Homelander that has kind of the same powers, but just not as fucked up.
Yep, yeah.
But, then they said, well, once they showed the bottom of his face, it's probably not a twin to Homelander. So, but it's like, that is like, well, it's not letting the Asian girl talk. It's like, you know what? I bet she's okay with getting a check and being on one of the most popular shows in the world right now.
It's just,
and that everybody loves her.
Yeah. She's awesome.
Smoking hot.
Yeah. And she's a badass.
Yeah.
She unsnapped her own neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like.
Maybe she's deaf, guys. I mean, that's why she's maybe she's deaf.
But it's just like when that guy said that, and it was like a famous guy that said it. He goes, here you have this attractive Asian that doesn't get a talk. He's like, hey, why'd you have to say she was attractive?
Yeah.
So if she was ugly
it
and
would
didn't
be
talk,
okay.
it'd be okay with you?
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like that needs to happen.
Uh-huh.
I feel like they also need to stop telling people to vote also.
Yeah.
Because why? So I was telling him, because I watch a lot of podcasts and stuff, and it's on YouTube, and it's pissing me off because we're a couple weeks away from the election. So the advertising on YouTube is scaled up.
Oh, okay.
So usually, on a podcast, they might break in once or twice in a 2-hour show and show a commercial.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like every fucking 10 minutes, it's like, hey, I understand the free content that they're giving me. Like they get paid because YouTube, whatever percentage they get from YouTube for them splicing in stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, I know, but it's too much. Every 10 minutes?
I don't need that,
Every 10 minutes, you're interrupting
what I'm listening
my
to.
enjoyment.
Bitches.
Sons of bitches.
Motherfuckers.
Really messing up YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which I think YouTube stopped. They don't make their own content anymore, do they? I think they got out of that.
Yeah.
I think they sold Cobra Kai to Netflix.
Oh, did they?
And Netflix is making it now because I think YouTube just figured out of like, you know what? All these people make shit and put it on our platform for free and we make a bunch of money on it. Why are we spending money trying to create our own shit?
We're just going to come up with the ideas and sell it.
Which is, I always wanted to question that in the first place. Of like, why are you guys spending money on shows? Like, You spent $20 million to make that. What if it flops and nobody watches it? You just lost this.
Exactly.
When, some kid fucking showing off his cat got 3 million views and you made fucking $10 million off of it. I mean,
yeah,
you just do that.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Sure.
I don't know. YouTube. It's a weird nut to crack.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we get, not many views because we don't really have video. Our stuff just goes up as audio with our logo right now. Because I haven't done anything else with the video equipment I have to finish that off.
Yeah.
But it's weird of what takes off and what doesn't, of like little kids opening toys.
Yeah.
30 million hits.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what?
Yeah.
People watching other people, which I'm in that. We've talked about that. I watch reaction videos just because it's funny. I think it's the ones I've gotten into now are just like watching people who mostly listen to rap react to like Queen.
Yeah, exactly.
And shit they've never heard before.
You told me that one. Yeah.
I think it's enjoyable.
Yeah. That's funny.
Boy, they get some views.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how they don't get copyright, which I don't even think I told you that with our wide side page. I got shit taken down.
Oh, really?
Yeah. From on Instagram.
Oh.
From the PGA Tour.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. I posted a little GIF video of like when they did the Tiger Woods at a Lego thing.
Yeah.
Where he's celebrating making a shot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Fuck, PGA Tour took that down within like less than 10 minutes.
Oh, Jesus.
Of like, you know what? Like I can do this all day with the NFL, but the PGA Tour and Major League Baseball are the other ones that rip that stuff down instantly. It's like, hey, I think you need to get with the times and realize that this is just how shit happens these days, and more people watching your shit is probably
better.
a good thing because the NFL's fine with it.
Yeah.
They have a couple things. Like if you do anything with Super Bowl type stuff, the NFL will lock you down.
Yeah.
And if you do anything like Immaculate Reception, the Minnesota Miracle, anything like that, they've got like 6-7 pieces of content that they keep.
Yeah.
Anything else, they don't really give a fuck about.
Yeah. The ones where there's a name to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of strike that stuff down, but
Yeah.
Weird. I don't know how I got on that. I think it's just the whole YouTube thing of it's just weird how things take off that way that are just like, all right. And I find myself watching them going, I don't understand why people watching it, but I'm watching it.
Why are we watching this?
Well, I've been getting into, as I started, because, this is I guess it's a sports talk, but it also goes into a TV show with Aaron Rodgers doing the pumps, being that Key and Peele, that Hingle McCrinkleberry.
Yeah.
Or McCringle?
Yeah, McCrinkleberry, yeah.
So I had to watch that clip on YouTube, and then it started bringing up other Key and Peele stuff. So I started like, that was a funny show.
Key and Peele is funny.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, the East-West games are fucking hilarious.
They're doing
names.
all the names and everything. The one that still gets me is the traffic light.
Oh,
he's walking up to. I already pushed the button. You don't have to push the button. Do you not think I know how to push the button? I already pushed the button. Just that whole interaction.
Yes. I mean, one of them, the classic one with the substitute teachers, just still funny with the names.
Yeah.
That one's
Aaron.
Aaron. Yeah. Balake. Oh, that's going to be funny for a long time.
That's what they should have kept doing, because I'll be real honest, Peele, I think he's overrated as the fucking movies, They're okay.
Both of them were really good to me.
They're okay. He's overrated.
You didn't like? Did you watch him?
Did he deserve an Oscar?
I don't know. All the Oscar movies suck. I thought that was the best one.
Yeah, but there was other good movies that made way more money.
Oh yeah,
I think the Oscars should just be a box office thing.
Yeah, you're right.
How much money did you make at the box office?
Yeah.
$80? You're not fucking winning.
But all that is just artsy fartsy crap. But I mean, between some of them, that's probably the best one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the storyline behind it, I was like, wow, that's different. But I like both of the movies he made so far.
They're okay.
I'm just saying, I like them. Yeah.
I just think the praise is like, he's a fucking genius. It's like, well, actually, one of them's kind of a fucking remake.
Which one? The Get Out one?
Yeah.
With the hypnotism?
Yeah, that was something that has been done multiple times.
Oh, okay.
That he just kind of
twisted it around and making it whatever.
Yeah.
The Us one was good.
Yeah.
Where everybody had like an evil doppelganger. Yeah. It was
I
good.
feel like that should be a thing. I think we should all have that.
But murderous ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Free up some of my time.
Yeah. He's remaking Candyman, which I'm interested in.
I'll be interested in that.
I like Candyman.
I liked it too.
I like the original one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The voice and everything like that.
Yeah. The bloody hook hand and
I'm
but
okay
I like the urban legend kind of things with like Bloody Mary and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I like that
with
kind
it.
of
The
stuff.
movie Urban Legend.
Yeah, I like the movie Urban Legend. It was good.
To this day, I still think about that movie anytime, which it doesn't happen very often anymore because everybody's lights are pretty much automatic now.
Yeah.
But then you pass a car at night that doesn't have its lights on going, fuck, if I flash him, he's going to come down and kill me.
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah. The movie's good.
You know, because I always liked all those stuff like that, like the Mikey, you know, from Life Cereals was dead, and if the Coke and Pop Rocks thing, of like, because that's shit that you believed. If you drink Coke and have some of those Pop Rocks, you're just fucking gonna die.
You explode your stomach.
Actually, you probably just fart.
Yeah,
is really what happens because your body's kind of made to handle that. But but hey, man, it has it down.
Yeah, and then the call from inside the house and all that stuff.
Yeah, but the Bloody Mary stuff, though, I mean, like, shit, that happened when, like, you're in, like, middle school and stuff, going into the school bathroom. Hey, shut them lights off.
We're going to do this. Yeah.
And then there's always somebody, I seen her. You're a fucking liar.
You're a liar.
You're also the kid that ended up shitting your pants later in the year, and we never forgot you for it.
You also brought a beer to school, and it was non-alcoholic, and you act like you were drunk.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm so high.
Yeah.
What?
You smoked oregano.
Yeah. Not even real.
Smells like pizza in here.
Yeah. They had to do that in yearbooks, though. Because every class had a person that shit themselves at somewhere
school.
at some point in the career of that school. Of like, when you graduate, there should be one page of, this is Devin. In 5th grade, Devin shit his pants in the middle of class.
And we never forgot about it.
And they ended up putting them in a grocery bag, and that he had to put in his locker and then take home. And that is a true fucking story, and that is the kid's name. And it was in 5th grade, and I remember the classroom, and he shit his pants, and he went to the bathroom with a shopping bag, and the lockers were actually in the room because it was really just for your jacket. Obviously, you didn't have any books and stuff. Comes back in with the fucking plastic grocery bag and hangs his shitty underwear in the locker, and then he just went on with the rest of his school career through his senior year like nothing fucking happened. And there should have been a section in the yearbook because we'd have had 2 because it's the same year, same grade, same class. Janice did the same fucking thing. And she went through the rest of high school and the rest of school, and nobody talked about her shitting her pants. So I think anybody listening to this, I think each yearbooks should take whoever shit themselves in school from their senior picture
and put that on.
And just put that most likely to succeed. And if you forgot, back in 5th grade, he shit his pants.
Yes.
They called him Poo Poo Pants McGee.
Because 5th graders are not clever.
Yeah. But that is the funny thing is you never forget that. And it happened twice in the same fucking year.
That's funny.
In the same classroom.
That's funny.
And I'm sure you know the teacher that was there. She had to be wondering.
She probably,
of like, what?
What do you think's going on?
Am I teaching wrong?
Yeah.
It's making people shit themselves?
That's funny.
Yeah. Never forget.
That's funny.
I know they always have a lot of never forget things, and it's usually over a tragedy.
Yeah.
Some may say those are tragedies.
Some may. I call it a good story.
I do too.
Because I have plenty.
I have no full shit pants stories. But
you're the lucky one.
I'm not going to say partials never happened.
Yeah.
But full on goes.
Emptied out. Oh, yeah.
It's getting, as I get older, obviously I turned 40 this week. Mm-hmm. I'm an old guy now.
Yeah.
But I feel like in the past couple of weeks, so like I've had a couple of emergencies that have happened while at home.
Oh, yeah.
You know, where it's like, I better get down the hallway fast enough of like, this shouldn't happen while I'm here.
Yeah. This is my safe place.
You know?
Yeah. No, I know. I've shit my pants at home before.
You understand. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Just keep going on.
Yeah.
Nobody will notice.
Nobody notices.
Did the dog shit somewhere?
Yeah.
He must have. You look. I'm going to go check the bathroom, see if he's shitting there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then run the shower for a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Sneak out to the garage so I can throw something away. I'm going to take out the trash, honey.
Yeah. That's funny. Somehow we always get around to shit in pants stories, but
they're the best.
It's probably the first I've obviously told stories on these shows before, but first time I ever said somebody's name, I didn't give their last name though, but
yeah.
I love that when it's like the get through a story and it was like, well, man, he made that up. It's like, no, that fucking happened.
That's a real thing.
That's a real fucking thing.
Yeah.
And then you just got to imagine all the time someone shit their pants and didn't tell anybody.
For sure.
Just say, can I go to the bathroom? I had a bad day.
I'm going to go home now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I live my life now. If I shit my pants, the day's over.
I'm going home.
I don't give a fuck what time it happens.
I can't come back from this.
My day is over.
Yeah. For sure.
Shit, I don't know what else to talk about. We've
I don't have anything.
Boys, as we talk about, there's no new movies coming out. I didn't watch that Hubie Halloween. It's a Halloween movie. I figured you'd have watched it.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah. It was okay.
Adam Sandler movie?
Yeah, Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah.
I mean,
kind of figured.
Yeah, pretty much it.
Seems like shit that they throw together. It's so weird how they do him with Netflix. Of like his movies, just like you don't even know that they're filming one.
No, and then
there's no previews or nothing. It's like, here it is.
Yep.
Like maybe you guys. I understand it's a whole different time frame.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe promote something.
Yeah,
I mean,
know.
Just put something out on fucking Twitter that something might be coming out. Because
well, they did with this one.
Did they?
I saw it on Twitter first, like 2 weeks before it came out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's just weird. When I did see the other streaming, is it Quibi?
Yeah.
Did it go down already?
It might have.
It's fucking bankrupt.
Yeah, bankrupt. Yeah.
Because I heard somebody saying it. He goes, it's shocking that the people that run old school TV started their streaming site and didn't understand how streaming works. And it failed already.
Yeah.
Of like, you just can't keep charging for shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah.
Then I seen Google, whatever their streaming site is, like Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that's ahead, and like nobody uses it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like when they tried to start their own Google, Facebook.
Yeah, whatever it
nobody
was.
fucking used it.
Yeah.
But the guy that's the head of it came out and said, he goes, well, technically, I mean, these people that make these games have claims for copyright that these gamers that are making millions of dollars should have to pay the company for showing their game. Which technically is true.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, hey, you're a failing platform because you don't understand what these game creators understand. Of like, tons of these guys are making millions of dollars because everybody's watching them play our games.
Uh-huh.
And that means they're buying our games, trying to start their own Twitch to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Advertising it. Of like, this is how it works. Mm-hmm. This is how the name gets out. And that's just why you're failing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Which I feel like we should start a Twitch account of how bad we are at games. I feel like there's, like we only play Mario Kart.
Yeah.
That's all we play. And we're not good at it. So you're going to get frustrated.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I did look that off our talk last week. It is Double Dribble.
It is Double Dribble?
Yeah, the corner 3, because Family Guy did do a thing about it. And and I seen the clip the other day, and it is Double Dribble.
Double Dribble, okay.
Sorry, that's an inside talk.
Yeah,
but,
that's funny.
That means that we're running out of stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Because there's still no films out.
Yep.
Oh, I did see that they thought they'd offered for the $600 million for streaming rights to the new James Bond movie, but I think it turned it down.
Oh, Jesus.
I feel like they should have
done that.
Should have done that.
Because you're not making that at the box office.
I don't think that James Bond sells that much anymore.
No. Nope.
So, then. Well, I feel like that's kind of the end of this. It's going to be a short hitter. I don't know when we'll do the next one, but if new movies or something comes out, maybe we'll record one.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Whiteside?